Hello everyone, welcome to the Financial Information channel. In this video, I'm going to show you my stock portfolio and the changes that I have done within the last year. And before I start the video, I want to wish you a happy new year and hopefully everything goes great for you. And in this channel, I make videos about the stock market, personal finance and how to make money online. And from now on, I'm going to make at least one video every week. But now let's get straight to the point. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is my retirement account. I'm going to break down in percentage. As you can see in the screen, all those funds, those index funds are in Vanguard. And this has not changed since the video that I did last year. 70% is going through the BFIX, which is the S&P 500. 20% is in international stocks, which is the VTIAX, and the 10% is into bonds, which is the BBTLX. Actually, bonds have been making a comeback. A lot of people have been talking about bonds within the last few months. And remember, it is very important to have a retirement account because you never know what's going to happen in the stock market in the short term. So having a retirement account actually protects you from even yourself from making a bad investment. But now let's take a look at my long-term position first. And as you can see in the screen, I haven't changed anything except that I have sold shares in Constellation Brands and Facebook. I sold 1/3 of Constellation Brands at the price of $202 on the date of October 29, 2018. And the main reason that I sold that amount of shares from Constellation Brands is that Rob Sands, the CEO, announced that he was going to retire in October. Since he announced the retirement, the shares of Constellation Brands have been dropping quite a bit. In terms of Facebook, I sold 1/3 of the position at the share price of $160 back in September 17 of 2019. And the main reason is the management has done a horrible job within the last few quarters. And also you can see that the company has been slowing down, especially if you pay attention to the last few quarters. Now the other three in my long-term position, Alphabet, Procter & Gamble and Google, I haven't added any shares, but I haven't either sold any shares. Even though that Apple at this price looks very tempting. I will be doing an Apple stock review this year. But now let's take a look at my short-term position. Now in the short-term positions, these are the stocks that I didn't sell in 2018. And as you can see in the screen, the first three, Alibaba, JP Morgan and Chase and Bank of America, I didn't add or sell any shares since the last video that I did last year. Now the other three are new. First one is Ubiquiti. I talked about Ubiquiti in one of the videos. I think it was in May or June. I added that position back in February for that company. Now for Ubiquiti, I added position when the share price was around $60. And they had barely announced the earnings and the share price was around $70, I believe. And then the stock actually moved down. Even though the quarter wasn't that great, it wasn't that bad to move down that huge amount. I took the opportunity and I ended up buying shares at the price of $60 back in February 27 of 2018. And the other stock that I kept in 2018, even though it is a little bit risky because it's located in China, is Billy. They do a lot of comics back in China. I ended up getting shares when the share price was around $10. There had been a lot of opportunities during the first half to get into that price. I do have a sell stop for this company, but we will see what happens within the next few quarters. Now the next company that I recently added, it was Amazon. Now I ended up getting Amazon back in October 29. The share price is very expensive, especially the price to earning, but I think the business is really good. Now I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna sell any of these shares, and I believe that most people will think that Amazon might be a little bit controversial, but I believe the business is really good for the long term. And even though the stock is very volatile, I think the stock is gonna continue to move up. Now those are the 6 stocks that I have at this moment. I have been doing a lot of research in different companies. I'm gonna make more videos later on about talking more companies for 2019. But now we're gonna take a look at some of the companies that I invested or bought shares back in 2017, 2016, and 2018. And in terms of the information that I'm going to provide, you will see the starting price and the sell price for each company. Let's start. The first one that you see on the screen is Activision Blizzard. I bought shares at the price of $36 on December 5th, 2016. Now I sold shares on two occasions. The first one October 19 at the share price of $70. The second one on November 9 at the share price of $54. And I sold Activision Blizzard because their games haven't been that good in 2018. But the most disappointing thing is their announcements. Is that Activision Blizzard announced really bad games and the public didn't take that kindly. But now let's take a look at the next company, and that's Universal Displays. I bought shares at the price of $36 back in December 12 of 2016, and I sold the shares at $175 on January 3rd, 2018. And this was a simple decision since Universal Display had gone up such a huge amount in a short term, and usually when that happens, it's better to take off some profits. Now for the next stock, is the one that I did. I believe that it was my third video in this channel. I did a stock review on AMD. I bought shares at the share price of $13.50, and I sold the shares at the price of $10. And I sold the shares back in March 28, and I think the share price at this moment is around $20. But technically the AMD shares went almost to the $30 price. So I took not only I took a loss, but I missed in a huge opportunity to make a lot of money. And the next stock is Applied Materials. I bought shares at the share price of $38 back in April 13, 2017, and I sold the shares on two occasions. The first one is at the $60 price on March 15 of 2018, and the second time at the $50 price on May 3rd. And with Applied Materials, I was just trying to sell the shares. I had too much technology in my account. Now for the next stock is gonna be Baozun, and Baozun had been one of the best stocks that I held in the last few quarters. And I opened a position on Baozun when the share price was $15 back in April of 2017. And I sold the shares on October 2nd of 2018 at the share price of $45. And the main reason, just with most of the shares that I have sold, they have a lot of exposure in China, and China is a little bit risky to invest at this moment. And I will add Baozun into my wish list back when things get better with China. But now the next company is gonna be Southwest. Now for Southwest, it has been a little bit interesting because at first I ended up buying shares when the share price was a little bit too high. I bought shares when the share price was around $60 back in June of 2017. And I sold the shares at the share price of $61 back in August of 2018. And one of the main reasons is that the company hasn't done as well as I had hoped. In addition, I don't think the airlines is one of the sectors that is the best to invest at this moment. And the next company that I bought shares is in the semiconductor, and that's gonna be Micron. I bought shares when the share price was around $30 back in 2017. I remember making a video back during the summer of 2017 mentioning that the company was going to go up because the earnings had been excellent. Now I sold the position in two occasions. The first one was on March 15 at the share price of $60, and the next one is when the share price was around $52 back on July 2nd. And one of the main reasons why I sold Micron is because the company became too popular. A lot of analysts were mentioning on TV that the company was going to outperform, and I thought that the company had done a great job, but that was gonna be really hard to do. Now the next company that I bought shares to do some short-term trading was Aramas Pharmaceutical. I bought shares at the share price of $15, and I sold the shares back in March when the share price was around $25. Now the next stock that I sold is a company that I actually ended up liking too much, and their business is great, but I should have sold the shares sooner, and that's gonna be IPGP. I bought the shares when the share price was around $165, and that was back in August of 2017. However, the share price has been moving down because one of their main business and their income comes from China. So that's what has been challenging for this company. Companies that have a lot of exposure in China have a lot of risk, and IPGP is one of them. I sold the shares at the share price of $160. That was in September of 2018. Now for the next company is Supernus Pharmaceutical. Now I have covered Supernus a couple of times, and the company has been a roller coaster. I bought shares when the share price was around 48, and I sold the shares when the share price was around $49. I ended up keeping the shares because I thought that the company was going to move up at least to the $60 price, but that was not the case. And the next company that I sold is actually one of my favorites. It's gonna be Adobe Systems. I bought shares when the share price was around $150 price back in 2017, and when I sold the shares, the share price was $260, and I sold the shares because the price had gone up way too much. And the next stock that I bought shares to trade around, it was Momo. I have mentioned that company a couple of times as well. I bought shares when it was around $31 back in September of 2017, and I sold the shares when the share price was around $42 back in October of 2018. And the main reason why I sold the shares, the company is located in China. That was one of the main reasons. The other reason is that the company has a lot of competition in their business. Now for the next 5 stocks, I bought the stocks and sold the stocks in the same year of 2018. And the first one is Goldman Sachs. I remember mentioning Goldman Sachs when I did the video of the best stocks of 2018, and the company has underperformed. I bought the shares back when the share price was around $250 back in April of 2018, and I sold the shares in August of 2018 when the share price was around $240, and the share price has gone down even more for Goldman Sachs in the last few months. Now the next stock is a stock that I bought in the same month of April of 2018 at the share price of $45, and that company is Sony. Sony actually has done a really good job in the last few quarters of reporting their income, but I sold all my position at the share price of $55 back in October of 2018. And one of the main reasons, I had to decide to keep Sony or Billy, and I decided to keep Billy in my short-term investments for 2019. I only wanted to have only 1 or 2 international stocks in my account. Now for the next company was one that was mentioned in the Facebook group by one of the members, and that company is Transcentrix. The symbol was TRXC, and I bought options and shares when the share price was around $2.75, and I sold when the share price was around $5.25 in August of 2018. And if I remember, the share price almost went up almost to the $7 price, but at this moment the share price has moved down again to the $2.30. So it was a really good trading stock. Now for the next company is one that I mentioned in one of the videos. I don't remember if it was May or June, but that is gonna be MongoDB. Now I bought shares for MongoDB when the share price was around $55, and I sold when the share price was around $75. And for MongoDB, I think that I sold too soon because the company has been doing really well in the last few quarters. And the last one in 2018 that I bought and sold, and it was for a loss, it was a company that I did a stock review, and the company is IQ or IQ, however you pronounce it. But I bought shares when the share price was around $26 back in August of 2018, and I sold the shares 2 months later when the share price was around $22. And not only I took a loss in stocks for this company, but I had call options and I ended up taking a loss on those options as well. And that's pretty much everything about my transactions for the short term that I did in 2018. 2019 is going to be a little bit different because you have to invest a little bit more wisely and more selective. And what I mean about selective is choosing companies that have less risk so you don't lose a lot of money in the stock market. And that is gonna be everything for this video. Please let me know in the comment sections how did you end up doing in 2018. 2018 was a little bit unique because there was a lot of volatility, and even though the stock market moved down quite a lot, you could see that there was a lot of opportunities in some companies. And with that said, I'm gonna thank you once again for watching the video. Remember, you can subscribe to this channel if you want to receive videos about the stock market, personal finance, and how to make money. And you can give a like if you found this video helpful. I'm gonna see you next week when I publish the next video. Have an excellent day and take care, my friends.